What do the roots or solutions of a quadratic equation tell us about the graph? Last week we looked at just graphing quadratic equations. This week we're going to look at actually solving those equations. So anytime an equation is already in standard form for us, factoring may be your first method of choice. We're going to look at several methods this week, but we're going to start off with factoring. So this equation, x squared minus 5x minus 36 equals 0. This equation is in standard form. So to factor this equation, we simply take the factors of negative 36, and we're going to list those factors. So factors of negative 36 would be a negative 1 times a positive 36, or we could reverse the signs and do 1 times negative 36. We could do negative 2 times positive 18, or positive 2 times negative 18. We could use negative 3 times positive 12, or positive 3 times negative 12. Then there's negative 4 times 9, or positive 4 times negative 9, and then of course negative 6 times 6. And then we wouldn't really reverse that pair of factors because the numbers are the same. Now, we're looking for the pair of factors that has a sum of negative 5. Well, the only pair of factors that would have a sum of negative 5 would be a positive 4 and a negative 9. So to factor this equation, we would rewrite it as x plus 4 times x minus 9, and then of course we still have that equals 0. Now we can solve this equation. After we've factored it, then we actually need to solve it. So to solve this equation, we're just going to take both binomial factors and set them equal to 0. So we're going to take x plus 4 and set that equal to 0, and then just solve that equation. So we would subtract 4 from both sides, and that leaves us with x equals negative 4. Then we're going to take the other binomial factor, x minus 9 equals 0, and we're going to solve that equation for x. So we would add 9 to both sides, and that leaves us with x equals positive 9. So here we have two solutions to this equation. One of those solutions would be x equals negative 4. The other solution would be x equals positive 9. Tomorrow we'll talk about what those two solutions mean. Now I'd like for you to take a chance and solve this equation for x. X squared minus x minus 42 equals 0. And bring this in tomorrow.